sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And on tap tonight, it's the Cavaliers going up against Boston. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And we've got two teams on the court tonight, GA, who play outstanding defensive basketball.
Yeah, these teams are all about the fundamentals, and I love the energy they both have at the defensive end. That's where their focus is.
And Heinrich gets it to go.
He plays mostly the one, but he's 6'4", so that's a little tall for a point guard, and it helps Heinrich down low.
Outside Collison. Shot by Goodness, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. So it's the Celtics now. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Would you suspect a little bad blood or bad feelings from the opposing side? You better be ready to scrap.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Lou, guarded by Heinrich. Collison, the pass to Lewis. Oh, the lob to Collison. It's stolen by Heinrich. And James throws it down.
You know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
Here's Lou, guarded by Heinrich. Heinrich with the steal. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Wade brings the double team, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here is LeBron. Now Wade, and it's Wade slamming it down.
And man, does Wade know how to put on a show. That throwdown was just vicious.
10 points separating the teams. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
For Joe Johnson. He had a strong showing last season. Last season put up about 21 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And stolen by James. And the dunk by James.
As soon as he got the ball, LeBron was full steam ahead.
Boston trails by 12. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal.
First in fewest turnovers per game. And they were also first in the league in terms of opponents' points per game. Just a terrific job of being able to make adjustments on that side of the floor to take away your strengths.
And that turnover ranking, it tells you so much about them. No other team in the league did a better job of taking care of the basketball. Here's Lou. Here's Lewis.
Earning accolades for his scoring. Wade doesn't always get the credit I think he deserves at the other end of the floor. This guy can lock you down, too.
Lewis attacking.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Outside Collison. Pass to Lou. And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
Your dance team.
Terry's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Boston with the ball. Searching for their first points of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that one. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Boston trails by 18. Lou passes to Collison. Johnson kicks to Collison. Now Cleveland moving it up. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
Like whenever this big man gets fancy with it, O'Neal is a ridiculous dunker when he's this close to the rim.
The Celtics have gone 0-5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Lewis passes to Gooden. O'Neal comes with the double team. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball.
LeBron against Lewis. James lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got 6 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
But how about their scoring in transition? As well. That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
They could use a bucket. Lou can't get it to go. And it's Terry with the ball for Cleveland.
Hey, James!
Here's Wade. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Terry. It's good. Terry's got his second basket of the night.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Wade brings the double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And this summer, Greg, a lot of big-name free agents moving around.
And, Kevin, we saw the Knicks make a big move for Amari Stoudemire
And Carlos Boozer going to the Bulls. So some musical chairs at that power forward spot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And much of the offensive production has come from their willingness to get out and run.
Yeah, and if you've got the legs to do it, I think it's the best way to play. And they've made that commitment.
Now here's Gooden. Still yet to score. 5 on the clock. From the stripe. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Now, here's Johnson. 32 points for him last game against Miami.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the stripe a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
Boston making a switch here. Nocione's checked in.
For the awaited number 5, Andres.
O'Neal looking around. O'Neal is double. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Now here's LeBron, guarded closely. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And his handle might be an underrated part of James's game, totally throwing off the defender with that move.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Gooden. James defending. Shot clock at 5. And so Boston again turning it over.
Substitutions.
Still without a basket in the game. Boston making some changes. Eric Dampier's checked in for Collison. Hayes comes in for Drew Gooden. And Stoudemire subbed in for Lou. Terry kicks to James. A stupendous finish in traffic. James has got 12 points in the game.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Terry, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Hey, Terry.
Shaq against Stoudemire. And Shaq with the slam.
Have mercy on that rim, big fella O'Neal, making it happen on the fast break.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Focus. Just make the simple play.
Now here's Stoudemire. Still without a basket. They set the pick to the paint. Shot clock at 6. And now Terry pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now here's Johnson. Looking to end the run. The Cavaliers pull it in. George has got 4 rebounds in this game. Stoudemire against LeBron, and James throws it down.
You know, what's so impressive to me is the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads. That's his IQ at work.
Stolen by Terry. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Johnson, and Shaq pulls it down. Shaq's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here's Wade. He's guarded closely. And they double up LeBron. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area. If you want to talk about mad, crazy vertical, that was ridiculous. And then added in the extended hang time, elevation, and levitation.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Cleveland ahead. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Count the basket. George has got his second bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Lewis misses. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Next game for him, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Outside, George. And George with the stuff.
Emphatically throwing it down. Devin George. Way to go.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Stoudemire drawing the double team. Stolen by Terry. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
You got to keep your feet moving down low, and that time he did just that.
Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Yeah, a moment here to see the numbers for Dwayne Wade. He's coming off an excellent season, putting in about 26 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
O'Neal, 9 for 9, looking deadly accurate. Like guys he cannot miss.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Nocioni, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Cephalosha's shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Dampier, no good. The Cavaliers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Good work there as it goes. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Nocioni, covered by LeBron. Driving in. Here's Dampier. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stoudemire with the double team. And the shot goes down. Felton's got his first points of the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
You know, guys, fast break points right now in their favor, and they're really pushing the tempo.
Defensively, you got to have better floor balance and commitment to hustling back. I mean, you got to sprint back. You can't jog back.
Lewis outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
Nice timing on that rejection from Shaq, demonstrating why you got to take him seriously as a defensive player when he's lurking near the bucket inside.
From 18 feet away, and he knocks down the jumper. Shaq's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
LeBron left side. Good. He's now got 10 of 10 from the field.
And you can see now they're starting to push the tempo to good effect.
Fast break points, the edge goes to them, and those quick buckets are easy money. I love to see that.
Here's Dampier, and he can't bank that one in. James in the post. Hayes on him. James looking around. Over Hayes, and again it's Cleveland.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Poke loose. Dampier, he dishes to Stoudemire. Can they get it? Dampier, no good.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Pass to Cephalosha. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
They double him with LeBron. Pass to Dampier. To the inside. Lewis misses.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
O'Neal with it, working on Hayes.
We have gotten used to this kind of dominance from Shaq. He just knows how to take over games.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Here's Nocioni, and it's denied. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Nice shot by Felton. Felton's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, that's 3 of their last 5 baskets in transition.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Away team ball.
And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Friday, and then on Saturday.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Boston making a switch here. Nick Collison's checked in for Eric Dampier. Gooden comes in for Hayes. Johnson, he's checked in for Rashard Lewis. And it's Lou in for Stoudemire. Collison, the pass to Johnson. Here's Lou, defended by Jones. Back to Johnson. The second chance effort. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Right side, Jones. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jones has got 8 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Celtics making a switch here. Diener's checked in. They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Nocioni kicks to Collison. It's deflected. 3-on-3. Cephalosha against Johnson, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Stoudemire, he's checked in for Boston.
Number 20, Damon Stoudemire.
And the Celtics with possession here. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Collison, no good.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall.
Jones. Shaq in the high post. He's against Collison. Here's Shaq. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
Stoudemire with the ball. Jones covering. And Stoudemire getting double-teamed. Cephalosha with the steal. Here's Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jones has got 10 points in the quarter.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Nocioni passes to Johnson. Cavaliers with the rebound.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Nice shot by Felton. Felton's got 6 points.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Butler, he's checked in for Stoudemire. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Butler kicks to Nocioni. Back to Butler. Shot to stop the run. It's blocked by Shaq. Here's Jones. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Gooden. 46 seconds left in the first half. Collison, no good. LeBron with it. Picked up by Collison. Here's James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. James has got 8 here in the quarter.
For all his strength and power, James can also be extremely graceful, throwing off the defender with a really nice move there.
Collison with a screen on Cephalosha. Outside Butler. Celtics passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Johnson, the pass to Collison. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Here's LeBron. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. It's amazing he's good to come back into the game. In fact, Kevin, he's already back in the game.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
James with it. Sinks that one from the post. LeBron's got 28.
James doing his thing in close to the hoop. Good work there.
Pass to Lewis. Cephalosha with the steal. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. Now, here's Felton. Lewis covering. Felton attacking. Lewis grabs the board.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Oh, the jam by O'Neal!
Yeah, once Shaq gets up ahead of steam, the defense is really without options. I mean, just get out of his way because a slam is incoming.
And stolen by James. Here's Jones. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, a spectacular dunk. I could watch that one all over again.
The top pick in the June draft, point guard John Wall. Clark, what do you think about him entering the NBA?
Kevin, I love his speed, and I'm really excited to see how he develops. I mean, he's so physical for a point guard. He's legit 6'4". He's long and rangy, almost 200 pounds. He's a guy who looks for others first as well. I'm excited to see his development.
Collison, no good. The Cavaliers on offense. They've scored 10 straight. Here's James. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Stolen by Jones. James with it. Rashard Lewis covering. Count that bucket. James has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, just continued sloppiness with the basketball. They are shooting themselves in the foot.
It's hard enough to win in this league without careless mistakes. As a matter of fact, you can't win if you have too many careless mistakes.
Felton deciding where to go. Oh, what a finish!
Goodness.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Here's Lou, defended by Jones. Pass to Gooden. Here's Lou. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Clock at 6.
Don't leave Rashard open.
Cephalosha with the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal. James has got 32 points in the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been off turnovers, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
It's tipped, nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Johnson dishes to Gooden. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Felton.
Hey now! Hey now! Yeah! Threw it down with force. Terrific flush.
The Celtics have gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. And now Felton running the floor all by himself. Rips down the breakaway slam. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Nocioni's checked in, and Stoudemire subbed in for Lou. Stoudemire left side. Tries to keep it alive. Johnson. And the rejection by James.
Love the defense from James. When he's engaged and focused, he can block some shots, folks.
Here's Cephalosha, and again it's Cleveland.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Jones finds O'Neal. Driving the lane, and the dunk by O'Neal.
Moving well on the dribble that time. O'Neal, remarkable athlete for his size.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Boston. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Here's Stoudemire, and the turnover again by Boston. And here are the Cavaliers now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Nocioni. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance to stop the drought. Another shot, and Jones sends it back.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
To the middle. Nocioni, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
5 to shoot. It's stolen by Stoudemire. And pushing it up, here's Boston. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jones has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Cephalosha, and it's good for 2. Cephalosha's got 8 points.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
O'Neal is doubled. LeBron outside. Takes it inside, and James throws it down.
Speed and power and the ability to finish with both hands make LeBron James's drives deadly.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And now James pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And LeBron throws it down.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
And it's time for an injury report.
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. He said it appears to be a moderate wrist sprain. Now, this team came into the season with some high hopes. It's not the way they wanted to start things off. Kevin?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
2 minutes to play. Third quarter.
Inside. Lewis kicks to Johnson. Can they get it? And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight.
Not a...
Whoa!
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Jones. Good. He's